Hey, hi, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon and today I am bringing you the monstrous TBR for September. Not only do I have TBR Tarot cards to pull, I have Becca's Bookoplathon to play, and I have the magical Readathon to fit into all of that also. So if you're interested in what I'm going to be reading for the month of September, please stick around, subscribe. I put my thoughts on all the books that I read on my channel, so there's more in-depth thoughts if you're interested in what I think about what I read in the month. So I am totally chilled out for this video. I bought this new like lounge set from New Look. It's like joggy bottoms with like a cute like top. I'm kind of living for it because it's so comfy and it only cost me £11, so like it was cheap too, so I cannot complain really. So first off, I'm going to get right into my tarot card picks because they are the main game of this month, because I do my TBR tarot. It was a game that I made up to pick my book to pick my TBR every month. I will leave a link somewhere on the screen. I don't know what site it's going to be at. And in case you want to see how I play this and what the game actually entails. But I'm going to get right on into the first pick. So let's do that. Okay, so here we have it. This is my TBR tarot setup for the month of September. So I'm going to get right in and pick my first card. And I'm just going to pick this one here. Okay. And that is that pile. Oh, this is listen to an audiobook. I get bonus points if it is paranormal or horror. I believe I have had listen to an audiobook prompt before. I think I had it last month. This is slightly different because the element sign is different, so the genre is different. So if I want a bonus point, I have to listen to an audiobook in a horror or paranormal genre, which I am pretty happy with. So yeah, I like that card. And the first pick for the month of September was to read an audiobook, and I should probably get the cards. I'm gonna go get the cards. Yeah, look, so cute, right? And the first card that I pulled was listen to an audiobook, and I get bonus points if it's paranormal or horror. For this, I'm going to listen to the Final Girls Support Group by Grady Hendrix. I am really looking forward to this. This author I read My Best Friend's Exorcism from, and I enjoyed it. I am interested in picking up more of his work, so I am glad I got to add this to the TBR. This is a recently new released book, so I'm also pretty hyped for it as well. So that is what I'm going to be reading for this card. And on to the second card. And the second card. And I am just going to pick this one here. And for the second card, I got read the highest rated book on your TBR. Oh no! And I get bonus points if it's fantasy. And I honestly just had flashes of like, I have Game of Thrones on my TBR. I have the whole Throne of Glass series on my TBR. Like, the highest rated on my TBR is not gonna be good. Oh no, I'm so scared. Okay, so the second card that I pulled freaked me out. I was so scared. I pulled the card, the highest rated book on your TBR, and I get bonus points if it's fantasy. I honestly about died when this card came up, because I literally have the, I don't know if you can see it, I have the Game of Thrones box set down here. Up here I have the whole Throne of Glass series. I will put a screen recording on the screen. I went onto my Goodreads, sorted it by highest rating, and the first one that popped up was Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. I cannot read this because I'm only up to Empire of Storms. I could have picked up Empire of Storms, but I want to go back and kind of read the series from the second book just so I could enjoy the world more. The second pick was all of the Game of Thrones box set, and I am not doing that. I am not fucking doing that, okay? So the third pick was Chain of Iron. And I've had this on a TBR before. I didn't get round to it, so I thought, why not? You know, why not? I have this beautiful edition. This is the Fairy Loot edition. I got gifted this for my 22nd birthday from my best friend Effie over at What Effie Reads. They will be linked down below, and it's about time that I get round to this one so that we could talk about it. And yeah, this was the third pick on my highest rated, but this was the easiest option, so this is the book that I'm going with. And the third card is going to be, oh, I'm so scared now that that last card came up. Come on, be nice, be nice. And the third card is a book featuring magic, and I get bonus points if it's fantasy. Oh no, sorry, this must be fantasy because it has a gold element sign, so if I want a point for this card, even if I fulfill the prompt, I need to make sure the book is fantasy. This is not that bad. I think that I can do this quite easily. I have had this card before, so welcome back, friend. Welcome back. The third card that I pulled was a book featuring magic, and it must be fantasy. So for this, I am going to go with a new purchase. I bought Thread Needle by Carrie Thomas. This is beautiful. I am so excited to read this. I first seen this on Rose's channel, Wandering Through Worlds, and she just explained it, and I just thought, right, okay, I need to hand my money over and get this dang book. And when I done my rolls for Bookoplathon, I did all of my rolls and pulled all my cards in the same clip, so I knew that I was going to add this to my TBR, and it just works out perfectly for this prompt. It is a book featuring magic, and it is fantasy, so I believe it's fantasy. But is it? Well, it's not fantasy, I don't think, but I'm going to count it anyway because this is as good as it's gonna get. And I can't wait to read it. And the final card is going to be, I'm going to pull this one. And the final card is read a new adult book, and I get bonus points if it is fantasy. This is a good one because I tend to read new adult books quite quickly. I probably won't stick to the genre because I already have Bookoplathon and the Magical Readathon, so I will probably pick a romance book for this to make things easier for myself. And that is the cards that I have pulled for this month's Tarot TBR, and I am not that mad about it, apart from this one. I'm pretty mad at this one. Oh no. And the final card I pulled for TBR Tarot for the month of September was to read a new adult book, and I get bonus points if it's fantasy, but I'm going to forgo the bonus points this month because I would like to pick up Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. I have had my eye on this for a while. I love Penelope Douglas, but I've heard such mixed things about this book that it kind of just like scared me, because even people that love Penelope Douglas have not had the best time with this book, so I am a little hesitant, but I think it's about time that I just bit the bullet and read this book. And it'll also break up the fantasy that I have on this TBR. TBR is looking alright at the moment, but I need to remember that Corrupt is like 500 pages, and then the Final Girl support group is on here as well. So I just need to keep remembering that this stack looks all right, but there's still another 2 books to be added to that stack, and I'm not even done yet. Now on to Bookoplathon. If you do not know what Bookoplathon is, it is a readathon hosted by the wonderful Becca over at Becca and the Books. I will leave the announcement and Becca's channel link below so you can figure out for yourselves. If you want to join, I highly recommend it. Becca always does a fabulous job at this readathon. I've taken part every year. I love Becca's channel and I'm so happy to be taking part again. My rolls this time actually went okay. Last time they didn't really go in my favour, but this time I have managed to pick some books that I'm really excited for. So let's get on to roll number 1. Hey, hi, hello. So this is my rendition of Becca's Bookoplathon board. It is by no means perfect, but I am very happy with how it turned out in my bullet journal. And yeah, it's quite simple. I just redrew the board and I have my chance cards in this envelope, my community shelf cards in this envelope. I'm using 20 pence as my counter because it was the only thing that I had on hand. And I have 2 6-sided die, so I know. Okay. The first roll is 9. So I am a 6 and a 3. And I am going to move 9 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Monsters. Okay. I like this prompt. I should have probably stated that I'm going to be doing 4 initial rolls, and if I get any doubles, then I will add them on. But I'm quite happy with monsters as a prompt. And let's see what I'm going to be reading for that. So the first roll I got for Becca's Bookoplathon is read a book with monsters. Now in the announcement video, Becca did say that this could be actual monsters or it could be people that do monstrous acts. So I have decided to put corrupt as this prompt's book. Yeah. Because I do believe that the love interest does quite monstrous things to the main character, and I do believe that it is a bully romance, so some bullying, well, most bullying can be taken as a monstrous act. I'm going with it. It works, so I'm happy with this. And on to roll number 2. And then roll number 2. Is 9 again. Okay. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got myth, lore, legend, and fairy tale. Interesting. I think I have a book for this. I have quite a few retellings or fairy tale-esque books, so I'm sure that I will find something to fit into this spot. So let's see what Shannon later on in the day has decided to read for this prompt. And the second roll I got myth, legend, lore, or fairy tales. I have decided to pick up The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan. This is, I bought this because I bought the Percy Jackson book set and I read it. I wasn't a huge fan. I think I was way out of the age range when I read it and I didn't really have that nostalgic feeling. I believe this is more into the YA genre instead of the middle grade genre, and it sounds really good, and I've had this on my shelf for like 2 years, so it's probably time to like just give it a try. If I don't like it, I know not to pick up the rest. If I do, then great. But I just felt like this fits so well for this prompt that I had to pick it. And roll number 3. Oh, it's a double. Okay, so okay, I now have 2 rolls left instead of 1, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Steal a book. Oh, that's interesting. I quite like this space on the board. it essentially means that I have to go to someone else's TBR and steal a book that they have on their own TBR, which I love this prompt. Hopefully I can find something pretty easily that I own or want to buy, which I'm trying not to do that. So yeah, like, I really enjoy this prompt, and let's go to Shannon stealing a book from someone else's TBR. The third roll brought with it a double, which I'm not surprised. I knew I was going to get a double. I just have that kind of luck. But I'm not mad because the prompt that I got was to steal a book, and I am going to use thread needle for this. I am stealing this from Ro at Wandering Worlds, and I cannot wait for it. So worked out perfectly. And roll number 4, not quite the final roll, is 9 again. Jesus, that is the third 9 I have had in a row. Well, not in a row. It's the third 9 that I've had with a 6 and a 3. Weird. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. The, of, a, and, an an. I believe for this prompt on the board, you just read a book that has one of those words in the title, which is pretty easy. Most books, or a lot of books, sorry, that I own have at least one of those words. So I will let Shannon take it away and tell you what she is reading. Fourth roll brought with it the, of, a, and, an. That's what it brought. And for this, I am going to go with Chain of Iron. I know that a lot of these are doubled up from my TBR Tarot TBR, which is what I planned to do in the first place, because I didn't want to have 8 books for TBR Tarot. Well, not 8, 4. I didn't want to have 4 picks for TBR Tarot, and then 4 picks for Bookoplathon, and then another 8 picks for the Magical Readathon. So I tried to double up as much as the prompts across all 3 readathons as best as I could to make it easier for myself. So this is the book that I am picking for this prompt. And the 5th and hopefully the final roll is, come on, I don't need no doubles. Okay, 7, not another double, great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, a community shelf. So I'm just going to take these out here, and I am going to give them a right good shuffle. Just mix them about a bit. And then I am going to give them out, and I am going to pick this one. Okay. Thriller or mystery, which is totally fine. So what I done this time around is I put all of the Magical Readathon prompts into my community shelf cards. So this actually matches a Magical Readathon prompt, which is great for me. So I will tell you what book I pick for this, and it will also help me in the Magical Readathon. So the board was not that mean to me. I am quite happy with the result of it. I now have to go decide what books I need to read for these prompts, what books I need to read for the Magical Readathon prompts, and then I also need to pull my TBR Tarot cards. This is going to be a great month. Welcome to the shit show. I hope you have fun. And the last and final roll for Bookoplathon brought with it a thriller or mystery. I got a community shelf card, so this worked out fine. I have decided to use the Final Girl support group for this roll prompt because it just works so well, and it saves me adding something else to my TBR, because I have this and then Corrupt and then the Final Girl support group. And I still have to go through the Magical Readathon, so like, I'm scared because these are not small books. But that is it for Becca's Bookoplathon rolls. I am happy. I only got 1 double, so I count myself lucky, because I've seen that a lot of people get done dirty by Bookoplathon. I know that the board can be a bit of a bitch, so I'm happy she was nice to me. And I'm going to get right into the prompts and the books for the magical readathon. So for the magical readathon, the first prompt I have here is a book with a map. Now, I didn't think this was going to have a map in it, but it's got a dang map in it, and I'm so happy that it does, because it means that it counts for this prompt. It has a map, so I get to count this for a prompt for the magical readathon, which I'm so happy with. I was so shocked that it had a map in it, so great news. As I said, I try to double up as much as I could on all of these, well, triple up. So I tried to take like the prompts from each one and fit them into like one book, because it just makes my life easier, and that we're all about that here. For the next prompt, it is top of TBR, and for this I am going to pick Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. It's been on my Kindle TBR for a while, and it just fits kind of perfectly for this prompt, so that is what I'm going to do. The next prompt is standalone, so for this I'm going to pick up Horror Store by Grady Hendrix. I have been dying to pick this up, and I had such a bad month with my mental health last month, so I decided to treat myself to books, which I wasn't meant to do, but I'm not going to be mad at myself about it, because it was a struggle, guys. It was a struggle. So I cannot wait to read this. This is about like a store, kind of like IKEA, but not IKEA, and things start happening during the night, and then the people that work there decide to do like a night shift, and see what's going on, and I take it horror, ghosts, creepy shit ensues, and I'm so here for this, so I cannot wait. And the next prompt for the magical readathon is something with a supernatural element. I have decided to pick Stolen by Kelly Armstrong for this, because I am currently reading Bitten, which is the first book in the Other Women of the Otherworld series. It has werewolves, it has a little bit of sexy time, it has like this whole mystery plot line. I'm loving it. I'm really loving the main character, so I thought, why not just throw the sequel on here, since I'm already reading the first one and enjoying myself. Why not throw the sequel on? So this is going to count for supernatural element. And then again, mystery thriller. I am going to pick the Final Girl support group for this, just because it works and it saves me. I literally managed to get this book to fit a prompt in all three of my games. TBR Tarot, Becca's Bookoplathon, and Magical Readathon all have the Final Girl support group, because this mystery thriller prompt. So this worked out. This couldn't have worked out any better. I am here for this. I am here for this. So I'm just going to pick this book for the mystery thriller prompt. And for the 2 extra prompts for character creation for the magical readathon, I have here a school setting. I am going to count the Lost Hero as a school setting, because I am pretty sure Jason ends up on a school trip somewhere, so I am going to count this. Then finally, I have a 5-star prediction. So for this, I am going to count Chain of Iron as a 5-star prediction, but I am reserving myself the right to add in a book for this prompt later on in the month. I am going to count this as my mood read prompt, because I'm going to count Chain of Iron as a 5-star prediction, because it is, but if I fall into a slump or feel like I need something to propel my reading forward, then I will slip in another 5-star read that will help me out in the month if I so need it. So this stack doesn't look too bad. This actually looks alright, but then I've got to add in Corrupt and the Final Girl support group, which makes it a lot heftier. I'm scared. Like this is a chunky TBR. Like, I'm pretty sure these are both over 500 pages. Oh, they're definitely over 500 pages, aren't they? And then I'm pretty sure this one's like 400 and this one's like 500 as well. So like, was this a good idea? I don't know. I really don't. It's a good looking TBR though. It's a whole ass mood. Like, they got the blues and the purples and the blacks. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with this. I am happy with this. Wish me luck, guys, because I'm going to need it. That is all I have for you today. That is my TBR for the month of September. I am so excited. I am so excited to take part in all of the readathons, and I will leave Becca and Becca's announcement video down below. I will also leave G at Book Roast down below, because G done an incredible job this year of remaking the magical readathon, and I am just in awe about how much work and just genuinely how amazing G is and how much work she puts into this readathon. I am in awe and cannot wait to participate, and thankful for this whole community, and I cannot wait to actually take part in both of these readathons on YouTube as a booktuber, because I've never been able to do it this way before. I've always just participated on Twitter or Instagram, but now I can actually participate in video format, and I am so happy and so excited to get the month started. So yay! If you have made it this far, leave a book stack emoji in the comments, give this video a like, subscribe, stick around. I am a messy bitch, but I'm nice, and I love meeting new people and talking to people about what they love and books and just anything in general. So please stick around, love to have you, and good luck with your TBR. I hope you survive the readathons. Stay safe, happy and healthy, and I shall see you next time. Bye.
Pack up my summer in a Ziploc bag. Old maps and tchotchkes, photographs said this and that. I'll write myself a letter so that I'll remember